How many times have you said, I just want to have a healthier relationship with food? I know I've said it more times than I can count. Back when I weighed over 300 pounds, it felt like food had complete control over me. I was stuck in this endless cycle of restricting what I ate, feeling guilty, and then if you're watching this, maybe you felt the same way. Out of control around food, like you can't trust yourself to make the right choices or stop eating when you've had enough. You're not alone in this. I felt this way for years. I had a whole list of rules in my head, hoping that they'd save me from my own cravings. But honestly, those rules just made things worse. I'm Norma, and on this channel, I aim to help you uncomplicate emotional eating, weight loss, and all the food and body stuff that comes along with it. Today, I want to share how I finally got myself together around food and why, if you're trying to lose weight, this is the most important step you can take. First of all, having a healthy relationship with food is not about the types of food that you eat. It's not about switching to salads or giving up carbs forever. A healthy relationship with food is about how and why you eat. So let me explain. For the longest time, I thought if I could just eat the right foods, cut out the sugar, count the calories, I'd be okay. But I felt stressed, out of control, and guilty every time I ate something bad. Here's what I realized. It wasn't the food. It was my relationship with it. So here are a few signs that your relationship with food might need some attention. Maybe you're feeling guilty after eating certain foods, which leads you to restrict or binge. Maybe you've got a mental list of rules about what's okay to eat and what's not. You rely on calorie counting apps or meal plans to tell you what to eat instead of listening to your body. You worry about what other people think of how you eat, whether that's ordering the salad when you really want a burger or skipping dessert in front of friends. I lived in that space for years, convinced that food was the enemy. But then I started to shift my perspective. I realized it wasn't about the what, it was about the why and the how. Now, one of the hardest things for me to unlearn was this idea that food is just fuel. And I know the diet industry loves to drill that into us, but it's not true. Humans just don't eat to survive. We eat for joy, connection, celebration, and tradition. And when you stop seeing food as just fuel, that's when you can start building a healthier relationship with it. So, what does a good relationship with food look like? You enjoy the foods you love without guilt. You eat when you're hungry and you stop when you've had enough. You don't feel the need to justify your food choices to anyone else. And you embrace a variety of foods, including those that make you feel your best, both physically and emotionally. And you no longer obsess over calories. Now, if you're thinking, I'll never get there, trust me, I know how you feel. I've been there. Every single person I've worked with comes to me with a mountain of food rules that we need to unpack. And I'll tell you this, not one bit of it is your fault. Now, let's start talking about how we can start rebuilding that relationship with food. Inside Weight Loss Your Way, my 12-week program, rebuilding your relationship with food is the foundation for everything else. If you want to lose weight for the last time, you need to address this first. So here's something I want you to try. I call it mindful eating, and it's a great place to start. Here's what you can do. Pick a food that you feel guilty or afraid of. Maybe it's ice cream or pizza or chocolate. And then set aside some time to eat when you're alone and free of distractions. No TV, no phone, just you and your food. And as you eat, go slowly, like ridiculously slow. Pay attention to the taste, the texture, how your hunger and fullness feelings change. And notice how much you enjoy the food and how your feelings shift as you eat. After you've finished, ask yourself a few questions and be really honest with your answers. Did the food satisfy you like you thought it would? Has the food ever really solved an emotional problem for you? And how did you feel while eating it? And is that how you want to feel when you eat this food? Your answers might surprise you. That's why in my program, I offer a live weekly Q&A call where we break down these experiences together. And you can share your thoughts and I'll help you make sense of them. And if you can't make it live, we've got it all on replays in our on-demand library, so you can listen in whenever it works for you. Plus, you get a one-on-one private coaching call with me every month where we tackle anything that's standing between you and weight loss. This is personal for both you and me. It's about you, and I'm with you every step of the way. Now, rebuilding your relationship with food isn't easy. I'm not going to lie about that, but it's necessary if you want to lose weight for good. It's about finding peace with food, trusting yourself again, and letting go of the guilt. And I promise, when you start to shift your mindset around food, the stress begins to fade away. You don't have to be at war with food anymore. So, if you're ready to finally let go of the rules and the guilt and all the chaos and lose weight in a way that feels good for your body and your life, I invite you to join us in Weight Loss Your Way. I'm here for you every step of the way. So thanks so much for watching, and check out the link in the description so that you can learn more about the Weight Loss Your Way program. And I'll see you in the next video.